Most people find it so difficult sewing an adjustable waistband on a trouser. In today's video, I'll be showing you the easiest way you can use to achieve this. So make sure to watch to the end so you don't miss out on the important aspect. The first thing you are going to do after sewing your zip or your fly on your trouser, you are going to open it up. So you are going to measure one side of the trouser like this. You measure it, and at the point where you join the trouser together, you measure 1.5 inch forward. So this is giving me 10 inches after measuring. Then from that point, you are going to measure the remaining part of the trouser. So what I have left is 9 inches. So the first part, 10 inches, we are going to transfer that measurement to our collar stay. So this is marking the 10 inches on the collar stay. You also mark it upward just like this, 10 inches. Then the wideness of the waistband will be 1.5 inch. So you also mark the 1.5 inch on the waist, on the collar stay. After marking, the next thing you are going to do is to connect the lines together using your ruler. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and also share this video to other tailors who will benefit from it. I want you to watch to the end and don't skip any part of this video, because if you skip any part, your adjustable waistband may not come out well. So after connecting the lines, you are going to cut it with your scissors, just like I'm doing right here in this video. After cutting, you are going to iron it on the fabric that you'll be using for the waistband. So you are going to iron it, leaving some inches to the front and then some inches to the bottom, which you'll be using for your sewing allowance. So you are going to add water if you are using dry iron. If you are using a steam iron, all you have to do is just iron it directly. Then after ironing, the next thing you are going to do, from the collar stay, add 0.5 inches to the back. So this 0.5 inches, I'm marking it on the fabrics. This 0.5 inches will be used as your sewing allowance to join the two sides of the waistband together. So after cutting it, you are going to iron it like this. Then you fold it over again, just like you do to your normal waistband. Then you iron. Then you cut out 1 inch or 0.5 inch for your folding allowance to cover the rough edge of the waistband. This is typically like doing or cutting your normal waistband. So after cutting this, the next part you are going to do, remember we marked 9 inches, we measured 9 inches before. So that 9 inches, you add 0.5 inch to it. That 0.5 inch is to connect this part with the side of the collar stay. So this 9.5 inches, mark it to the top, 9.5 inches. Then you connect with your ruler and you cut. So this is a well detailed tutorial on how to cut and sew your adjustable elastic waistband. So after cutting, the next step is to join them together. So you are going to pull the two parts together like this and you join it together. Remember, there's a special techniques for it. You are going to mark it the point where the collar stay starts and the point where the collar stay end. So you are going to leave that middle part where the collar stay is. So look at me doing it. You are going to sew the bottom and stop at the point where the collar stay started, just like this. Then you are going to skip the point where you have the collar stay or to the point where you marked again as the ending of the collar stay, and then you sew it all the way to the top. We are doing this in order to create an opening that the adjuster will pass through. So I'm cutting off the thread in this part here, cutting out the thread, and then this is the opening that I'm talking about. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but let's go to the table. So after sewing it, you open this part up. You open it like this, and then you iron. So this means ironing, in order to make sure everything is well relaxed. After ironing that part, you also fold it like this and iron the 1/2 inch for sewing allowance. This will be used to attach the waistband to your trouser. And then you fold it over again, just like the way you did before. You iron it, making sure every part is 1.5 inch. This is the opening I was talking about, that the adjuster will pass through. So you iron it to the end, and then you iron the remaining side inward, just like this. So right now you are done with this part. The next thing is to cut the adjuster. So to cut the adjuster, we'll be using 1 inch. Our waistband is 1.5 inch, so we'll be using 1 inch for the adjuster, and then 7 inches for the length of the adjuster. So 1 inch by 7 inches. That's what we are cutting for the adjuster. After marking it, you are going to connect it to your ruler, and you also cut. So without this adjuster right here, there's no way you will be able to adjust your waistband. So this is the major reason why you can adjust the waistband to any length you want. So this means cutting it right here. After cutting, we're also going to iron it. So we iron it, leaving a space by the front and by the side. After ironing it, to fold the fabrics into 2, just like this, and you also iron. So after doing this, the next thing we are going to do is to sew it. So we are going to sew it following the collar stay, just like I'm doing in this video. Sew it like this. Then you stitch the top, sew it, and sew it all the way to the bottom. You're going to sew it like this. Then this bottom part, you're going to leave it. You're going to leave it as an opening. You are going to trim the excess off in order to have a perfect adjuster. If you've watched to this extent and you haven't subscribed, I don't know what you are waiting for. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share this video to other tailors who will benefit from it. So this is what you are going to do. After cutting or trimming out the excess, the next thing you are going to do is to turn it over, just like this. You'll be turning it over with the help of a broom or anything that can assist you turn it over. Then after turning it, you're also going to iron in order for it to relax properly and to be well aligned. So then for the waistband, you are going to attach it to your trouser, making sure the point where you marked, that 10 inches, is accurate as the opening. So this means sewing it together, attaching the waistband to the trouser that we are using. If you are new to tailoring, I have a master class where I'm going to teach you everything that you need to know as a beginner and help you sew your very first outfit within 7 days. A link to that class will be in the description box or in the comment section. Do well to check them out. So after sewing it, this is the opening. Remember, the next thing we are going to do now is to cut our elastic. So for the elastic, we'll be using 6 inches. So this 6 inches, we are going to cut it, and after cutting it, we'll fold it into 2 like this. You can see how stretchy it looks, and we attach the adjuster to it. So this is what we are going to have. So let's go to the sewing machine and attach it together. Most people are asking for the tools I use, so in the description box or in the comment section, there are a link to some tools that I recommend you get as a tailor. So you can find that link and click on it. Please note that as an Amazon influencer, I may earn commission from qualifying orders. So after sewing it, this is what you are going to have. You are then going to attach the elastic to the back. Remember, this is the opening. When you put it out, you are going to have this as the result. Then you attach the elastic to the back. You are going to be attaching it with 1/2 inch or 0.75 inches. So for me, I'm using 0.75 inches to attach it. So that's the space I left behind, 0.25 inches. After attaching it, you are going to have this as the result. So you can see me dragging the adjuster, and you can see the elastic effect on it whenever I put the adjuster. So the next thing you are going to do is to close the edge like this, just like you do to your regular waistband. You close this part, and note that the same thing we did for this part of the waist, cutting the collar stay region, cutting the back, sewing the opening and everything, you do the same thing for the other part of the waist. So after doing that for the other side of the waist, you are going to have this result. So this is me turning it over after sewing the two sides of the waistband to the waist, using the same method I just explained. So this will be the result. So after having this, the next thing you are going to do is to join the back together. You arrange it properly, making sure the two parts are touching each other properly. Then after arranging it, you are going to sew the back with 1/2 inch. So this means sewing the back with 1/2 inch. After sewing it, you sew it upward too with 1/2 inch to make sure the back is fully covered. Then you're going to have this. You can see this right here. You can see the two parts are touching each other properly. You can see the line. So once you have this, what you are going to do is to open it up and iron. Then after ironing, you weave it. So this is the result after weaving it. You can see how neat it looks. So the next thing we are going to do is to close the waistband and bring out the adjuster while closing the waistband. So let's head over to the sewing machine and close the waistband. Don't forget, if you are new, please hit the subscribe button because your subscription means a lot to this channel and it motivates me to keep going and keep making more videos like this. After attaching the waistband together, the next thing you are going to do is to sew the buttonhole on the adjuster and also sew the buttons on the waistband in order to adjust it properly. If you enjoyed this video, I want you to click on this other video where I talked about how your phone can be a distraction to your business.